All right. So, well, until next time.
I can't remember.
That's farmer friend, singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer friend and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebud guys.
Jesus.
If he wasn't paying attention because a thing was spinning around, he asked if we had a bottle opener. We do.
Several.
Okay, so welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining us one more time. Like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, all that stuff. We appreciate it. We're still trying to shoot up to get to 100. We're not shooting up. That's the wrong thing to say. Don't do drugs, kids. They're bad.
What a way to start.
Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, we're trying to get the subscriptions up to 100 on YouTube, so we appreciate that. Of course, like us on Facebook as well. We're well over 100 there. So a couple things, I guess. We've got a new person on set with us.
Yes.
So if you noticed, if you've been watching any of our episodes where we're hiking or out in the woods or camping or anything, what we've affectionately called the trail buds.
Yep.
Not that kind of bud. Then that's going to be the theme for this episode, by the way. We'll see where that lands us. Besides jail.
Missouri's not that far along yet.
True. So we teased meeting our friend Travis at the end of a trail, and then it got dark, and we never actually got around to shooting that episode.
Oh,
so
sadness.
Travis happened to pop by today, and we decided, well, we didn't decide. We asked him if he wanted to come on and get introduced proper this time.
Try new beer, which is the Yazoo Smoked Porter.
Which brings us around to our other friend.
Yes, Jason Golden brought us this stuff back from down south a ways.
Where's he from again?
He's from Mississippi, and if
that's right, I always forget that.
Oh yes, because he never tells everyone
says,
he's from Mississippi.
Yeah, it never reminds us that he's from down south. You know, Jason.
Oh yes.
His biggest dilemma in life right now is that they don't sell his Mississippi State hat anymore.
No, true. Yeah, if you guys know a great place to get a custom hat, a sized hat, fitted hat, not a stretchy one that has the Mississippi Bulldogs on it, he badly needs one.
Yep.
So.
I'm so anxious to crack this, so
okay.
Let's get after this.
So Jason took a trip back home. We all sent money down there. He brought back a bunch of beer, and this is one of them. We're going to do several of them over the upcoming months so we can get them drank and tried out. This is the first of many.
Yes. So this is kind of an interesting one. Do you want to crack this?
I can.
I'll talk about it a little bit. So it's a smoked porter. We've had smoked porters before. This is a fairly high ABV porter. What is it, 9.5? But here's the interesting thing. IBUs, 72.
That's what I find most interesting as well. So typically, I guess I don't know what the IBUs on most porters are, but that seems incredibly high.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they're usually, I feel like they're probably normally in the 40s or 50s.
It's out of Nashville, by the way, Yazoo. We were trying to figure out where Yazoo was. Out of Nashville.
Oh, see, I said Mississippi because Yazoo.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. My bad. My bad. Travis, have you ever had a porter?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever had a smoked porter?
I don't believe
Trick
so.
question.
I don't believe so.
Here's if you'd have said yes. Here's what do we need to know about smoked porters?
Well, I'm gonna ask you a trick question.
Okay.
What's the difference between a porter and a stout?
Almost nothing.
Yes.
Not that tricky.
It can get real hairy. There are certain characteristics that people generally follow, but there are no real rules.
There's no real rules. So there is a select group of people out there that will argue this to death, and that's fine. I don't mind. If you ask me which I prefer, I will tell you I prefer stouts. However, I don't know why I prefer stouts. There's just something about them I like. However,
I prefer porters.
Some
generally.
people will go. I think stouts tend to be a little thicker.
I was going to say porters tend to be a little thinner.
So basically, they're brewed with a darker malt. Okay. Darker. So that's what makes them dark. And in this case, it was smoked. I don't know what the smoking was. I assume they smoke the malt before it goes in. Is that how that happens?
I have no idea.
We don't know. We're not that kind of experts. I will also say I have never really had a smoked beer that I necessarily like.
Yeah, you typically hate smoked beers.
Yeah.
So,
We'll
Travis,
see how this goes.
You dark beers, do you like them? Don't like them?
Not really a fan.
Okay, well this is a
is
great
gonna be
episode.
good.
Not really, not really crazy about the smoke stuff either.
So we'll see how this goes.
What are you smelling on it?
Not smoke, thankfully. So
I just jumped straight to tasting.
that's fine. You
As
can go straight
usual.
to tasting. It's got that typical kind of chocolatey nose to it. It's got a really malty scent to it. A little yeast.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that jumps out at me as particularly different. So,
Yeah.
but thankfully it doesn't smell heavy on the smoke. So let's see how it goes.
It tastes pretty light, but also heavy, so I just basically didn't say anything there.
That's very thin to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But,
expected it to be
But
like-
again, that's why I like.
but the taste-wise, it's odd. It's a thin
beer with a big taste,
consistency with a big body. Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
What do you think? Yeah.
Well, I expected it to be a lot thicker
Yep.
because I saw the dark. You know.
Yeah.
I was
Automatically
hoping
thought-
it'd be a lot
That's
thicker.
That's a
But no,
big
it's not that bad.
That's a big thing with dark beers. A lot of times people think dark beers are going to be like big,
Oh, yeah.
like kick you in the gut. Like
Use
you don't
them
need
out.
to eat dinner because this thing is so thick.
And that's
Those-
what I enjoy about
that's
it.
a crisp beer.
That's the ones I like. The thicker, the heavier, the
Yeah.
bigger
Yeah.
the beer, the more the warmer you can drink it. And again, this one's cold. I kind of wish it wasn't. I think I would actually like it a little better.
Yep.
But I will say, by far the best smoked beer I've had.
Yeah, the smoke is nice.
It's very mild,
It's
very
done
mild.
tastefully.
It's not
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very light. So I'm thankful that I like it.
and it's kind of a light, high smoke. It's not a big, rich, like punch in
Yeah,
the gut.
hits you in the roof of the mouth. It's not like grabs your tongue and tries to, shove
Yeah.
it down your throat.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, here's the other thing about this. This, nearest we could tell, was running about $15 to $16 a six-pack. That's a fairly pricey six-pack.
If that's an accurate reflection of average price, that's too much
You think?
for me.
It's a 9.5 though.
That's okay. If let's say Evil Twin Brewing, which
Okay.
usually comes in a 4-pack,
Yeah.
I will say, and they're usually bigger cans. They're pushing in there at $12, $13 for that, so they're probably per beer
Close.
higher than what this is. So I mean, it's not that I'm not willing to pay it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just for 9.5 and most of the Evil Twin stuff you can get up in there at 10, 12, 13, 14%.
This would be one that I would stick in the fridge and have for a while.
This is one I would sit on top of the fridge
and have for a
and
while.
have for a while.
This is not. It's not a weekender. You know, like you're not going to take this out and just bury all 6 bottles of this. I don't think.
So if you've had a brown ale, it's still got those nutty characteristics to it.
Yep.
Similar to that. If you haven't, then it's going to taste like a little bit of a. If you've had I always say walnut. Somebody else says like peanuts or macadamia nuts. But if you know how that kind of finishes with that bit of a tart oiliness after it's all done, that's kind of where you get that nutty taste and flavoring. They always tend to have a bit of a interchangeable. You can say coffee or you can say chocolatey flavoring to them. I typically think of it as chocolate. Some people like to call it coffee.
Yep.
And then usually the foaminess is what I like. It builds a big, really thick head that gives it that characteristic of that body to it. And I feel like that's where a lot of the chocolateness comes from. Mm-hmm. And then, if you like that thicker stuff, this is a, you can't see daylight through it too bad. So it's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
All in all, I like it.
What do you think about this? Where would you drink this? Like in your escapades, like in your life, where does this beer fit? Does it fit? Is it a porch beer, river beer?
Would you drive your truck?
Or
It's
you-
definitely not a river beer.
Yeah, no.
No, it's not.
I mean,
Typically, it's too hot.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. Like I see, I'm really seasonal. Sorry to I asked you a
you're
question,
good,
just
you're
like
good.
went all over. I'm super seasonal when it comes to dark beers. This is a winter beer for me.
Yeah, this is
I'll
about
drink
in
dark
October.
beers all year long.
What do you think? Do you like it or?
Yeah, I like it. It's
October,
not
that's
bad,
probably
yeah.
where this is marketed towards.
About October is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You're probably spot
October,
on.
November, right in there.
A little warm up.
Yeah, I like them all year, but definitely that's probably not the norm.
Yeah.
So,
All right, you boys got anything else to say?
we talked about, we said how much percent it was, right?
Yeah.
And IBUs and where it came from and the cost, and I'm sure that rolled across there when you did. So, like, subscribe. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again, I guess.
All right, so until next time,
Whether you're showing up unannounced,
whether it be the food you're eating
Whether it be friends you're drinking your beer with.
or the people you're meeting, grab a buddy.
Have friends, I suppose, still.
A little bit.
Try something new.
Yes.